Good afternoon, Dutchmen and Dutch women, and welcome to the Milwaukee baseball grounds here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for this afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Brown Trousers and the Milwaukee Dutchmen. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineup and batting order for the visiting Philadelphia Brown Trousers. Batting first, the center fielder, number 11, Hogue Wilson. Batting second, the right fielder, number 41, Russ Grundleson. Batting third, the second baseman, number 12, Pickles Dillhoffel. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 2, Murky Goodbar. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 6, Willie Pregnet. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 17, Chunk Dimwitty. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 4, Mickey Lice. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 14, Ding Low. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 54, Moose Marsage. And let's give a good cheer. It's a hop, hop, hop to the Dutchman. Here they are taking the field for this afternoon's game. The first baseman, number 23, Nello Buffrott. The third baseman, number 27, Venus Jackson. The center fielder, number 45, Chesty Squiders. The right fielder, number 28, Bustles Muxon. The shortstop, number 11, Hoon McMunch. The catcher, number 4, Booty Crooks. The left fielder, number 59, Joey Bread. The second baseman, number 10, Ben Mark Stramplesson. And taking the mound for this afternoon's game, the pitcher, number 30, Con Ruthelson.
Hey, good afternoon to you all. From here in the Milwaukee baseball grounds, my name is Ronald McSticks. This is the Milwaukee Dutchmen taking on the Philadelphia Brown Trousers for a very good season. For the Philadelphia Brown Trousers, we're having a good afternoon game of baseball. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers currently sitting at a record of 33 and 27. That was Hogue Wilson out for the first half of the game. Con Ruthelson is on the mound. This is Truss Grundleson off the plate for the Brown Trousers. The Dutchmen have Con Ruthelson on the mound for his record. This is start number 16 for him, so he just doesn't get a lot of results to his decisions to his name, but he has an ERA of 4.26. He does get Truss Grundleson striking out. That's strikeout number 1 for him. 43 on the season. Going to be right back to him, and it's going to let it go to Hoon McMunch, and it's going to be a single for Pickles Dillhoffel at second base today. That brings up Murky Goodbar, the former New York haberdasher. Possibly trade for beef nuggets to the Dashers in the offseason. He's been quite the batsman. Cleanup batsman for Philadelphia. They needed an extra bat for their lineup, and he's batting 356. He will walk for the first walk of the day. Wilson has walked 15 batsmen now after that. And brings up Willie Pregnet, who lines it right to Hoon McMunch to retire the side, stranding the two and leaving the score at nothing as the Dutchmen take the plate for the first time today. Leading off is Nello Buffrott, facing Moose Marsage, 5-5 this season, a 3.33 ERA. He's quite the pitcher. He was easily the standout star pitcher of the entire Continental League last season. However, a bit of a slow start for him. He's going to get Buffrott to line out right to the first baseman. Milwaukee Goodbar steps on the bag, and that is it. Marsage leading the league in strikeouts at the moment. He has 64. that's going to be a one pitch, one out. Venus Jackson lines it right to good bar. And Chesley Squiders' first pitch is hit foul down the third base line. He's going to be on with a single. Squiders bring up Bustles Muxen. Muxen is batting .330 this season for the Dutchmen. He's the cleanup batsman.
That's inside.
15 home runs, 43 runs batted in.
Ball 4, take your base.
He will walk, in fact, on four balls there, bringing up Poon McMunch, who's playing shortstop today, coming in for Max Beef.
Strike!
That's going to line one to center field. Hope Wilson has to make the quick throw. And, well, that's going to score one for the Dutchmen to give them the lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. That was Squiders scoring all the way from second. It does put Munson at third. And Booty Cooks, the catcher, sitting
Ball low.
sixth in the order. Runners on the corners, 2 outs.
Ball low.
Ball 2, and they're going to get Hoon McMunch caught stealing for out number 3. The Dutchmen do get the one. That is quite the big lead to have against a team such as the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. We start at the top of the second with Chunk Dimwitty, former Memphis Mud Pig, batting 304 here in the Continental League this season. 9 home runs, 28 runs batted in, facing Rutherford, who gets him popping up, jammed into shallow center. The infielders have to decide who gets it. It is Ben Mork-Strampelson to make the catch for the first out. Philadelphia coming into this game 33-27. That's Mickey Lice. First pitch, lining it right to Venus Jackson. The throw in time to Nello Buffrott. Milwaukee are in last place, 25-35. They are 10.5 games out of first place at the moment. First place is being held by Amalgamated Baseball Holdings, with New Ohio a chance to tie them up with a game against Chicago today. And gets ding low swinging. So that's strikeout number 2 today for Con Rutherford. Will retire the side and put Dutchman back to the plate for Moose Marsic on the mound. Already given up a run. Philadelphia were right neck and neck, as it were, with Amalgamated Baseball Holdings in that case of the Debonaires. Mickey Lice gets the catch. Gallo in the infield to get Booty Cooks for the first out. Booty Cooks, of course, was at the plate prior, but the runner Hoon McMunch was caught stealing second for the third out. Brings Joey Red to the plate. Joey Red, one of the signings from the Leighton Park Lowlanders. Going to be Louisiana Lowlanders, and he's going to be striking out. Maybe watch that one go by. So that's the first strikeout today from Moose Marsic, number 65 this season. This is start number 16 for him. He has made appearances out of the bullpen on days when the pitching for Philadelphia has gone a bit south.
Ball inside.
Broken bat foul, 2-2 the count for Ben Mork-Strampelson. And he will ground it out for a 1-2-3 inning. Moose Marsic, after giving up the first run of the game, the only run of the game, does in fact record the third. He gets a 1-2-3 inning, and this brings Con Rutherford to the plate. Gets the first strikeout of the inning. And of course it is the pitcher, it is Marcin. However, every strikeout counts, and it's Hope Wilson who's going to ground it right through Horn McMunch. Ron Wilson, 3 strikeouts today. Not the way that the would expect the last place team in the Continental League to play. However, Troy Grundleson makes it a 1-2-3 inning for Wolfelson, who will take the plate to get things started here in the bottom of the third, facing Moose Marsic.
Strike.
Again, Philadelphia has this pitching acumen that can just really be improved upon. They seem that I will be very curious to see what they will do to make a last-minute charge at the championship, as that was Woodelson on with a single that was going to be right over the head of Murky Goodbar. And Woodelson, it hit number 4 this season for him. So, well done to him for that.
Strike. Strike.
And that's going to be Nella Buckrock popping it up into the air. Into the glove of Cross Grundleson for out number 1. Keeps Wolfelson at first.
That's up. That's inside.
For those who may not be aware, as Venus Jackson hits that one foul, a 2-1 count. He's going to pop that one into the air. It's going to drop just over the head of Pickles Dillhoffel. It has to be Cross Grundleson making the grab on that one. So that's a single for Venus Jackson. It moves Wolfelson to third. Took a good lead there. And with 1 out and a chance to put another run on the board, Chesty Squiders is at the plate. He had a single in his first at bat. He's going to pop that one high up into the air. It's going to be in foul territory.
Inside. Ball inside.
That is going to be, well, a bit of a wild pitch, and Wilson sliding in recklessly,
Ball 4.
scoring the second run of the game, and with that, on the next pitch, Chesty Squiders is on first with a walk. Well, Bustles Muxon with runners on first and second, batting .330 this season. Hits it foul for an 0-2 count, still only 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Gets him swinging, does Marsic. And again, for those who may not be aware, a ruling was put into place now with teams able to
Strike.
pitch for Hoon McMunch, who again had the RBI single to get things started. Is going to hit it right to Dillhoffel. Go to Goodbar in time, retires the side. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 in favor of the Dutchmen. And after this series, we hit what is called three-quarter time, where 3/4 of the series has been played, and every team has played 9 games against every other team. Because Dillhoffel popping it up into the air for Bustles Muxon to catch it for the first out. Here's Murky Goodbar. He walked in the first at-bat in the first inning. But at three-quarter time, which will be at the conclusion of the series on August 5th, all 8 teams will get to make 4 assignments of nursery league players that they may have been watching, and of course make some changes to their roster. So that will of course put their nursery league, that will of course put them in full roster when you include nursery league signings. Murky Goodbar is going to be on with a single that puts their roster size at 21 plus 7. So they will get to make some adjustments to their lineups. Of course, teams that have unfortunately had to dip into the nursery league due to deaths will of course have used up one of their signings, as was the fair ruling. And Dimity is going to be on of Bustles Muxin, but it does in fact get the third out as Goodbar is caught at third from the throw. So that is a fantastic fielding
That's inside.
play by Bustles Muxin, hitting Venus Jackson all the way from right field. Bottom of the fourth, Booty Cooks will ground it out to a diving Murky. Goodbar makes the jog over to first. Easy one.
Strike.
Joey Brad is 0 for 1 today. He struck out in his first
Ball inside.
at bat. He's batting 281. He was batting 310 for Leighton Park. He's got 5 home runs, 17 RBIs.
Outside.
That's an on-base percentage of just about 30%. He will, in fact, ground it right to Dilhoffel. Throw to Goodbar for out number 2. And 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Benmore Stramblison is at the plate.
Strike.
Takes a 1-1 count.
Elbow.
1-1 pitch, and that's a foul down the third base line. Yet to see any sort of home runs. But these are teams that are putting their ace pitchers on the mound. So again, Moose Masic, despite allowing 2 early runs in this game, very much difficult to get home runs off. He's only allowed 10 home runs this season, and he gets Benmore Stramblison for a 1-2-3 inning. Fully pregnant in left field with the catch. That will retire the side. So, Mickey Lice here in the top of the 5th. Facing Con Wolferson, which counts just about 9 to 10 pitches per inning.
That's inside.
He's very much on target to go within his average,
Ball
I would say,
inside.
of about 6 innings. Possibly go longer as he keeps it up. Be a long appearance for him. Bullpen has been a lot of the saving grace for the Dutchmen in their time. Joey Brad has to go all the way through the warning track to get that one. Mickey Lice, who is very feast of famine of a batsman. His batting average is 210. 6 home runs, but when he is having a good day, you definitely know about it. He is changing the
Strike.
game for the brown trousers. Ding low. The catcher is up to the plate. He pops it up into foul territory. Booty Cooks says he's got it, and he does in fact have it for out number 2. Is Moose Masic to the plate. I can't imagine he will be subbed out. Yes, Moose Masic will continue to go on. Again, another pitcher who tends to go long into the games.
Strike. Strike 3.
And will be striking out to end that. Retiring the sides. We hit the halfway point of the game. Con Wutherson will take the plate for the Dutchmen. Here in the bottom of the 9th, bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 9th, not quite yet. My dear friends, you're listening to 9XM Wisconsin Public Radio. My name is Ronald McSticks.
Strike
This
3.
is Milwaukee Dutchmen baseball. Con Wilson swings and strikes out. That's strikeout number 3 for Moose Masic today. His total this season, 67. He will continue to lead the league in strikeouts.
Elbow.
And a jumping Chunk Dinwiddie trying to get that one into the stands, trying to keep that one from a Milwaukee baseball fan. Can't say I blame him, would have been out, but you know, a souvenir for a fan.
Out.
Unless, of course, the shortage is in fact what we've heard, and then that will have to be returned of this game. Venus Jackson with 2 outs as Hello Buffrot not having a very good day. Jackson's going to hit it right to Pickles. Dilhoff will throw to Goodbar. Is in time, 1-2-3 inning for Masic. And he's really settled in, I believe, since that first inning. I mean, he did have that one blip that gave up the run. However, it has been
Inside.
smooth sailing, I think, so far since then.
Strike.
Masic. Con Wutherson, however, looking to get a win on his record. That will be win number 3 for him this season. Only 6 decisions from 15 starts. So again, he's not had his bullpen really defending him as far as that goes. Hogan Wilson will ground it out to Hugh McMunch. Throw is very much in time. Wolferson averaging under 9 in pitches per innings. This is definitely the kind of start where he could very much, as he lines it right out to Nello Buffrot at first base, getting Truss Grundleson. And the top two batsmen are both 0 for 3 today. Pickles Dillhofer has a single,
Ball high.
but he was ultimately stranded.
No, outside.
Dillhofer has an average of 418,
No, up.
59 hits. Oh, excuse me, 60,
Take your
60 I
race.
guess now. He had hit number 60. He will walk. That is walk number 12 for him this season. Woodlson thrown a couple of walks in his stat line this season. That's number 16 for him. Murky Goodbar is going to pop that up into foul territory, unable to get to it in time as Bustles Maxson. And a line drive for Murky Goodbar. That's hit number 2 today for him. He's 2 for 2, getting on first, moving Dillhofer to second, and 2 outs. Philadelphia has the tying run at first for Willie Pregnett, who's 0 for 2 today. I beg pardon, he's 1 for 2 today. He did have a single. Missed by my score sheet. I must say that the 4th inning, I think. Good one. That's 1 for 2 today, not 2 for 2. However, that is going to be Pregnett. Oh my goodness, what a throw from Muxon. What a throw from Muxon. Pregnett with the single. However, getting the throw at home, getting Pickles Dillhofer tagged. Bustles Muxon all the way to Booty Cooks. What a throw. And you know, it is a wonderful thing as this Milwaukee commentator can see the same fielding prowess of the Dutchmen. This is the kind of fielding acumen that won them the championship last year. The bats are not looking lively enough. I think that is perhaps a place that they can look to in the off-season. But you are seeing these glimmers of promise that they can return to competitive Continental League baseball in 1921. Muxon will pop it up to ding low behind the plate. Very interesting to look at the statistics. See who perhaps they pick up from Leighton Park, if anyone, in the off-season. Or perhaps even at three-quarter time. Again, Milwaukee and Amalgamated Baseball Holdings are the two teams that have that sort of special dispensation, where they have their players that they can, in fact, make selections from, which is an open season for them to pick. But of course, they only are limited to those of Dutch heritage, who of course play for the Leighton Park Lowlanders. There's two rumors as Comic Punch hitting that one right to Dillhofer, throw to Goodbar is in time. We head to the top of the 7th, still 2-0, a narrow margin for the Dutchmen.
No.
Unable to get any more offense in off of Moose Masic. And Philadelphia threatened last inning of a great fielding. Stop that. Fantastic play at the plate. Bustles Muxon in right field all the way to Booty Cooks. And Booty Cooks, originally a first baseman, has been coming in as the catcher, replacing Rob Dobster. So this has been very much a preferable fielding setup, I think. Booty Cooks, as he gets it right to, oh my goodness, what a fancy done! As Dimwitty hits the single, he's caught off plate, and Mickey Lice hits the line right to Ben Walsh-Trampleson, throws to Noah Buffrott, catches him not tagging up, and it's a Fancy Dan double play, and then a fly out to Muxon to end the inning. The Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. Try all sorts of, they have all the tonics and elixirs and treatments, and that to give your hair that glimmer, gleam, shimmer, and sheen. Woody Cooks records the first out. This is Joey Red, who's 0 for 2 today. Cooks also 0 for 3, but I think he is making a case for the starting catcher role, and with Nello Buffrott at first base, and Nello Buffrott being a great batsman as well. I think the Dutchmen starting to figure out where their best lineup is, and it is in fact with Buffrott at first.
Ball low. That's down. Strike.
The full count for Benoit Ramplison, who fouls it off again on Moose Masic, who's hitting. Again, that's going to be right to Mickey Lice. Good grab for Lice. Throw to Goodbar is in time for a 1-2-3 inning. That is 4 in a row for Masic. 4 1-2-3 innings in a row. And he will, in fact, end his day pitching 7 strong innings, just under 100 pitches, as Wallace Gromit, well, just as soon as I say his name, he grounds out, so I imagine he will not be making an appearance in the field. And similarly, Hogue Wilson going 0 for 4 today. The Dutchmen are very much quieting the powerful bats of the brown trousers in the forms of Hogue Wilson, who is 0 for 4 today. Truss Grondelson is 0 for 3. He, of course, is in for Greek Barlow today. Greek Barlow picked up a bit of an injury in a prior game, so I think they're giving him a bit of a rest. Plus, you want to cycle in your other good pitches. Another swinging strikeout. Truss Grondelson is 0 for 4 today. And in comes Dick Doodlebick for the last 2 innings, we imagine. Wilson will take the plate. I will be very curious to see if he will in fact bat or if they will go to the bullpen. Yes, he will bat. So Dick Doodlebick coming in for Moose Masic here in the bottom of the 8th. He's 1-1 with an ERA of 9.39. He's pitched 38 and a third innings. This is appearance number 24 for him. He's got 21 strikeouts, a whip of 177. And he makes the catch on Con Wilson for out number 1. And that should be a catch for Ding Low in foul territory. He gets Nello Buffrott, who, just as I was saying, is a great batsman and a good appearance at first base. He's over 4 today, too, and hitting 3 times. So the pitches are the story of today's game. Venus Jackson is going to make it another 1-2-3 inning, hitting it right to Dillhofer. Throw to Goodbar is in time. Well, Con Wooterson has a chance to get a complete game shutout. He does have to face Pickles Dillhofer, Murky Goodbar, and Willie Pregnant, where the majority of the hits have come for today. He's going to get Dillhofer on 2 pitches. Not good contact for Dillhofer. Right to Wilson. Throw in time. 81 pitches. Oh, it's going to get right through the legs of Wilson. And Goodbar is going to be on with a single, bringing up Willie Pregnant, and on deck is Chunk Dimwitty, who's also had 2 hits today.
Strike.
Pregnant takes strike 1. Hits that one. It should be, well, it'll be out number 1. It'll be out number 2 as it hugs the first base line. Nello Buffalo able to make the tag before Pregnant even has to hit first base. And with 2 outs, the final out could be Chunk Dimwitty, who was 2 for 3 today. Hits it high. Oh, could it possibly be? It's a home run to industry. Chunk Dimwitty has tied this game up in the top of the 9th. A 2-run home run with 2 outs. He hits it to industry. And Pooges will come in for Con Wilson to try to get this final out. It's Mickey Lice. We are tied at 2 going into the bottom of the 9th. Big swing, and it's in the dirt, so Coop will have to retrieve it, throw to Buffrott to get Lice. Well, the home run is brought to you by Industry Brand Colognes, Perfumes, and Fragrances. If it smells good, it must be Industry, and if it's Industry, it must smell good. Chunk Dimwitty tying things up in the top of the 9th to give the Philadelphia Brown Trousers a chance to come back from potentially, well, he had his last possible chance.
That's down.
And Dick Doodlebick will face Chesty Squiders, Bustles Muxon, and Hoon Nick Munch. Widers hits it high. Has it got the distance? I don't know if it does. It's right to the glove of Hogue Wilson for out number 1. And Bustles Muxon has 15 home runs this season. He is 0 for 2 today, but he does have a walk to his name. His average is 330. Gonna pop it into the air. That should be an easy catch for Ding low, and it's out number 2. They could have extra innings in this game. Hoon McMunch coming out for Max Beef. So this is about as offensive-minded and aggressive of a move you can make. Max Beef! Does he do it? Oh, he walks off to industry! Max Beef hits home run number 11. And the Dutchmen walk off to victory. It's a hop, hop, hop to the Dutchman. What a game that was. What a finish. The final score. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers, 2 runs from 8 hits. The Milwaukee Dutchmen, 3 runs from 5 hits. Capped off by a walk-off home run by Max Beef. What a game. What a game. Well, in a game that was dominated by pitching, it was a 9th inning of batting prowess that showed off what these two teams can do. The Milwaukee Dutchmen improved to 26-35. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers dropped to 33-28. I'm getting word that Chicago has lost to New Ohio. So that puts Milwaukee in a 3-way tie with Boston and Chicago at the bottom of the table. It puts Philadelphia 3 games back behind both New Ohio and ABH. That is an interesting sort of predicament there. The winning pitcher is Bood Hooges, who usually gets a save to his record. However, Hooges will get a win. Hooges goes to 2-2 this season. Dudubik 1-2 his record. Con Utherson and Moose Masic, great performances by both of them. Shame that nothing gets put to their name as far as stats, but a couple of strikeouts. Look at that, 5 strikeouts for Con Utherson, going 8 2/3 innings. The finest standards of the day are brought to you today by the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company. Anytime is a good time for a Honey Wheat cigarette. They provide us with the sponsorship for the finest standings for this game and all games in the 1920 Continental League season. The third finest standing is Moose Masic, as is deserved. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, I believe 3 strikeouts as we saw before. Con Utherson is the second finest standing. Goodness me, as he goes 8 2/3 strong, 5 strikeouts, 8 hits allowed, 2 earned runs allowed, and 2 walks. Those earned runs, of course, will go to his name, as he does give up the home run to Chunk Dimwitty, who hits the 2-run home run, going 3 for 4 today, to tie things up before Max Beef coming in to win the game. So Chunk Dimwitty will get a complimentary carton of Honey Wheat cigarettes for being the finest dandy of the day. And those are brought to you by the Honey Wheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, this series will continue with Jeffety Rimps, who has been a star in the making for Philadelphia, on the mound tomorrow, taking on Goof Alibi for the Dutchmen, as Milwaukee will look to try to improve their pitching predicaments, as Goof Alibi, perhaps that second in chain of command for the rotation, but Con Utherson, good to see a good day for him. That will give him a bit of confidence build, and that's a good one. So again, that will do it for today's game. My name is Ronald McSticks. I bid you a farewell, and we will see you tomorrow here on Radio 9XM, Wisconsin Public Radio. Until next time, bedankt voor het luisteren. Tot ziens.